Good morning. How are you, everybody? I'm running a little late. Some things came up this morning I had to take care of, and I still have more to do, so I just took a break to come in here and do this. Let's start with some questions and that I have, and maybe you do too. Kamala Harris all of a sudden decided to come out of wherever she was hiding, and she went to the Met Gala. I don't know what that was, if that she said anything or did anything there, but the thing the thing that I don't like about her right now, and I voted for her, and really I voted for her because she was my only other choice, really, and I didn't see a chance for anybody else to be able to start a campaign and get in right now. But the way I look at it, after she lost the election, I don't know whether she ran scared because she thought Trump would arrest her and Biden and everybody, or she just didn't know what to do. But she was a ghost, until just recently. And from what my feelings are that she waited too long. All the Republicans waited too long to get involved in this. What did they think he was going to do? Did they think he was not going to do what he did? Come on, let's, the Democrats need to get involved. Speak up. Look for a leader. Now, Buttigieg, however you pronounce his name, would be a good candidate, but he has his problems that would cause difficult for him to be elected. Kamala Harris is not a spokesman for the Democrats anymore. She's just I don't know what she is. She's just a gone. She's going to try and run for governor. Good luck. But she's never going to, I don't think she can run for president again. Is there a woman out there? I'm not sure right now, to be quite honest with you. I'm looking at Cory Booker, but I think he's got some stuff in his background that might be difficult for him to overcome when you look at Trump's publicity factors and whatnot, and the fact that this is now becoming a very racist country. So I'm not sure that he's going to be the one to come in. And it doesn't seem that there's anybody out there that, is under 60 that's going to be a good presidential candidate. I don't think the Republicans got one either, so don't feel bad about that, except they're going to run. The rumor is, or suggests that J.D. Vance is going to be the successor. I have a hunch he'll try to put Barron in there. Or if he doesn't, that's assuming that he goes, But you have to get rid of. You get first aspect of this is this what's coming up is the 2026 midterms. If Trump allows them to happen, and this is what you got to understand, all right. If we protest, this is why people aren't protesting, because they're afraid of martial law. Martial law is not something to joke about, but if you wait to see what he's going to do, and he does it, then you're looking at the only solution is a revolution, and I'm not really. I am not really looking forward to that. let's leave that aside for now. Just remember that Harris abandoned us for what? January, February, April, almost January, February, March, April, May. For 5 months. She doesn't deserve a lot of support from us. I'm sorry, but that's just the way I feel. And a lot of the Democrats did that, and I'm not so sure that they need that they need to be where they are right now. Maybe we need some new blood. All right, but let me get going on. Pakistan and India. Let's see. India attacked first, then Pakistan's getting ready, or did already go back again. You know, that's been going on. And is it India or Pakistan that deals with China too? That's been going on forever, folks. Forever. And you know, it's like you look at historically what's going on in the Mideast. These countries don't get along. You know, if they all got along, you know, what you have is, in terms of the area, Egypt's much calmer than it used to be. They were always going to war with Israel. Saudi Arabia is just interested in money. They believe money's power. They're backing Donald Trump. They've backed the Republicans for a long, long time. You know, I told you the story. The only plane in the air allowed to leave the country after 9/11, after the hijacking, was a plane carrying Saudi Arabian royalty home. So think about that, all right? I have no idea what I wrote there. Now, there are a lot of people who are supporting Israel or debating Israel. My opinion of Israel is I don't want anything bad to happen to that country. I don't want it destroyed or anything like that. But they've got to stop acting like the Germans did. They're doing genocide. That's not going to solve anything. It's a proven fact that the more of these Arabs that you kill, the more they multiply. They become martyrs, and you're going to have more problems. You know, you have to sit down and try to negotiate something. But Nathaniel is, or how do you ever pronounce his name, is more interested in territory than he is in winning the hearts and minds of people. And it appears that, you know, I think he's in collusion with Trump to turn that into the Gaza into a resort. And you have no idea what that area of the country, even Saudi Arabia is making mistakes over there that are just going to destroy the ecological benefits or territory of that area, you know, so who knows what's going to happen there. Let's see. I don't know what the rest of the stuff I wrote up, but all right. Let me just go back and I'll keep talking about the Pakistan-India thing, and then you've got the Israeli thing going on, and I just think that the I don't know. It's just too much going on. Oh, the Sistine Chapel's doors are slammed shut, and the conclave is shrouded in secrecy and rituals and politics like you've never seen before. The rumor is that Dolan, the American cardinal, is going to support the black guy to start off with, the black cardinal, and then he's going to put forward his own name because he wants to be cardinal. And he's a conservative. He's not a liberal. He's not going to follow in Francis's footsteps. He's going to turn the church around and send it back the other way. I'm not sure which way the church is going to survive. Better if it goes forward one way or the other. I don't care because I don't believe in religions. But I do, have an interest because a lot of my friends are Catholic, and I was born and I went to Catholic school until I was abused by a nun, and then I got out. So I have no real what's the term I'm looking for, hook in the water or anything like with this stuff. I just it's all opinion from me. I think moving forward is the only way it's going to survive. If they go back and they become the repressive sort of church that they used to be in the way back when, around the time that Dolan was born, or I was born, when I first started going to Catholic school, we didn't have Latin as a language in the grammar school. The Catholic grammar school. But the Mass was in Latin. So you go in and you're basically just following. Stand up, sit down, pray, whatever. You're basically just going along with what everybody else is doing. My mother didn't understand Latin, and my mother was a very, very smart woman. She was an English teacher, and she didn't. Nobody I knew. I couldn't find somebody that understood Latin except the Italian kids that took it in high school. They studied Latin in high school, but by that time the Mass was in English, so it didn't do any good. What's the difference, But that's what they have to worry about. Is I don't know, if you keep going back and forth, are you causing confusion as about what God really wants, I think God likes green trees myself, and squirrels and birds and stuff like that, the things that we all go around and destroy, It's been said more than once that the greatest enemy to this planet is man. And that was the premise in the movies Terminator, where Terminator had been in the same with the early one, Colossus, where the computer tried to take over. They were both basically created to protect the Earth, and the fact that if you're going to protect the Earth, the greatest enemy to this planet is humans. So you want to eliminate humans. It's been said that if the human race disappeared tomorrow, the planet would be repopulated with animals and vegetation and everything like that in a matter of 10 years, 20 years, something like that. You would see amazing things. I don't know if that's true or not. All right. I told you there's a good movie about this stuff called Shoes of the Fisherman. It's an old movie back from I guess 60s, late 60s, early 70s, something like that. I still haven't checked it. I can't find it, so I can't check it out. All right, so that's the Conclave, and Trump is going to war with the court system. Some of those judges he's appointed, and they're disagreeing with him. Now he's, the Supreme Court said he can enforce the ban on transgender. There's 4,100 something transgender soldiers. I just think that's stupid. It's like, somebody asked me one time, do you want a woman, would you go to war with a woman next to you? I said, well, a woman soldier, I said, well, she can go through the training that the soldiers have to go through, and if she can shoot like a guy, I see no reason for the difference, because I've seen she's going to freeze? I've seen more guys get scared than I care to talk about, okay? Guns are not something that you just walk around and shoot and don't there's things that come back to you, So, what are we talking? So that's one of the things, Alright. Go hit the subscribe button, and I will see you mañana. And we'll have some idea what's going on. I think they have a vote tonight in the conclave, so we'll have something else to talk about. Talk to you later.